Oh wait, sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was distracted. So, um, yeah, the last episode was cut a bit short, but so yeah. So if you lose, then you leave town. We've got a right to add stipulations too.
ありがてえ。なーに、あんたには迷惑かけねえよ。俺の望みはそこの野郎さ。
Yoshihito Kuraga. Huh. Everyone looks where Kuraga points his finger. He's pointing directly at me.
アキト、
どういうことだ。カプチーノのナビゲーターに用があるというのか。
ナビゲーターね。久しく見ないうちに随分趣味が変わったんだな。
Stop. Don't say it. I can't speak. All I can do now is silently flap my lips.
そいつは昔の知り合いでね、交通事故で死にかけた俺を見捨てて逃げた卑怯者なのさ。
嘘。アキトがそんなことするわけないじゃない。
クラが揺さぶりのつもりか。バトル
マナーがいいフォーナイツの皆さんには信じられないか。チームの中にそんな最低野郎がいるなんてよ。俺はそこの土田の野郎を探すために北上市まで遠征してきたんだ。この勝負に勝ったら奴に用がある。いいだろうリーダーさんよ。
ねえアキト、嘘だよね。事故に遭った人を見捨てるなんて、そんなことアキトにできるわけないよね。
そいつは16の時バイクで俺にバトルを仕掛けてきたんだ。そして2人はクラッシュ。死にそうだった俺を見捨てて一人で逃げやがったのさ。
嘘。
後でゆっくり本人に確認してみるんだな。それよりこの条件飲んでもらえるんだろうな。
I nod weakly. There's nothing else I can do. The battle is about to begin. I'm too busy thinking about what will happen if we lose to worry about how we're actually going to win. The Utsuya downhill scenery looks strangely different. It looks like the mountain road back in my hometown, the road I always took to high school. I borrowed the electric bike Chuji kept at his house so I could enjoy my bike license. I rode it down the mountain early in the morning.
どうしたのよアキト。いつものようにナビしてよ。
Rinka's angry. I don't blame her.
アキト、まさか本当にあいつの言ったこと。
Wait. I'm just being a burden to her now. Okay.
ねえ、何か言ってよアキト。
The Legacy can't be very fast. He's not used to driving on Utsuya Ridge, and the Legacy isn't a very powerful or responsive car in the first place. Wait, what? Kuraga hasn't changed at all since I met him in high school. Kuraga passed me and challenged me to a race. I was immature and overestimated my skills, so I accepted. It all happened so quickly. Kuraga wiped out, and I couldn't avoid him. I don't remember what happened next. When I came to my senses, things were just as Kuraga had said. His father was on the parliament, and he accused me of leaving Kuraga to die. I also got in trouble due to the fact that the bike I was riding belonged to Shuji's father. If Shuji hadn't protected me, I would have been made out to be a thief too. I still had stitches in my head when I left town and came here. I started going to college. Shuji went to the same college as me, and I had forgotten all about this. But it's all going to happen again, this time on 4 wheels instead of 2. We enter the corner, when suddenly I see something I can't believe. The Legacy had turned sideways in the road and stopped in front of us.
あれ、危ない、ぶつかる。
It couldn't be. Rinka slammed on the brakes and countersteered, just barely avoiding the Legacy. At that moment I saw it. The Legacy's empty driver's seat and Kuraga laughing at us in the distance. Wait, what? Rinka! Riki! Rinka! The air stinks with the smell of burning tires, engine oil, and gasoline. There's no response from Rinka. This is bad. She's passed out. Boom! A large explosion bursts under the hood of the espresso. Bright red flames begin to roar forth. We're on fire. The oil and gasoline leaking from the engine after the crash has caught fire. The interior of the car is hard to put out once it catches fire too. This is dangerous. I undo my seatbelt and leap outside the car. I then run around to the driver's side and try to open the door. Rinka, hang in there. The door is locked. I grab a rock from the shoulder of the road and smash the window open. I reach it and I unlock the door, then force my body into the cramped driver's side of the car. Rinka! Rinka, answer me! Rinka's eyes are closed and she's not moving. I undo her seatbelt. Suddenly the entire car is engulfed in flames. My eyes are blinded by bright red light. I feel the tremendous heat on my body. The smoke fills my lungs and I cough uncontrollably. I can't even open my eyes. I blindly put Rinka away from her seatbelt. I need to save her. Because of what I did in the past, now Rinka has... As soon as I pull Rinka out of the wreckage, the espresso roars like a demon. A huge flare of flame rose from the engine block. I'm sorry, Rinka. Wait, this is an exit that's burning. Wait, no! I open my eyes. Everything is black. Where am I? I can't move my body. Something is wrapped around me and I'm lying down. I can hear someone talking.
朝日田は無事だったか。
はい、ありがとうございました。鈴風さんが消火器を持ってきてくれなかったら。
車の方はどうだって言われた。
やっぱり廃車みたいです。あんなにクラッシュした上に炎上したから、もう直すことはできない。
そうか。
それはいいんです。それよりアキトが。
やけどは時間をかければ治るらしいが、心配だな。思い詰めていたからな。
Rinka and Suzukaze are talking. I can smell something in here. It smells like rubber and disinfectant. Am I in the hospital? I open my eyes, but nobody's around. I can hear the sound of rain outside. A long time must have passed. Or was the whole thing just a dream? The espresso is stalled, huh? I can see why. That was quite a crash. But anyway, I'm just glad Rinka is okay. I'm in no condition to see her right now, though. We didn't just lose a battle. Kuraga revealed my past. I don't know what to say to Rinka or the other four knights. Ow! A dull pain courses from my arms. They're wrapped in bandages. Apparently both of them were burned. If I'm going to run away, now's my chance. I get out of my bed and walk into town. The rain continues. Although it's hard to move my burned hands, I'm somehow able to unfold my umbrella. I wonder what day it is. How many days have passed? I open up my cell phone. The battery is almost dead, but I can see that I spent the last 5 days in the hospital. My inbox is filled with mails from Shuji. Okay, I guess I should say him. I head towards the arcade.
Yo, 大変だったってな。
Shuji.
あいつとバトルしたんだって。
Yeah. Shuji silently hands me a can of coffee. She thoughtfully opens it for me.
リンカちゃんが心配してたよ。自分のせいでアキトが大怪我したって。泣きそうだった。
Because of her? It's the other way around. Because of me, Rinka and her car.
リンカちゃんのせいじゃない。
Yeah, it's mine.
これからどうする気だ？バイトとか大学とか。
I can't avoid Rinka either. I guess I'll have to leave town again.
バカ野郎!
Shuji suddenly yells. People begin to gather around at commotion. But Shuji ignores them and continues to lecture me. What is he getting so worked up about? I just can't understand it.
逃げてばっかりで。そんなんで本当にいいのかよ。自分が悪いだって。だったらどんな償いをする気だよ。だいたい悪いのはもともとクラガのやつだろ。あの時だってクラガが転倒したのはお前のせいじゃない。それどころかお前だってあの時一緒にクラッシュしたのに、それを逆恨みして。
I don't remember most of what happened then. All I remember is waking up and everything became my fault somehow.
あの時と今は違う。クラガのやつはわざとお前をクラッシュさせようとしたんだ。悪いのはあいつだ。
But now Rinka's gotten wrapped up in all of this.
だったら責任を取れよ。逃げたって何も解決なんかしねえ。今度逃げ出したらもう絶対に立ち直れないぞ。
Shuji Shuji stares at me sternly. He's almost scary right now. But what can I do? How can Rinka ever forgive me? Can I finally rid myself of Kuraga? Someone, tell me. Yeah, I think I'll stay here for a while. Huh? Oh, yeah, kind of. I'm sorry this came up so suddenly. Yeah, thanks. See ya. I press the button and hang up my phone. No one will be able to contact me now. I look around my room. My stuff is sitting around right now, but I can come back to get them when things cool down. I glance at the bag in my hand. This is all I need to take with me right now. I think back on what Shuji said to me at the arcade. The battle wasn't decided, but we still didn't win either. That means he won't leave town. As long as he's in town, I have to leave. That was my answer. I have no idea when he'll leave. I need to get away from this town for 6 months, maybe a year. I look around my room again. I've lived here for a while now. It's filled with a lot of memories. My first day in a familiar town, college life, and memories of Rinka. As I head for the door, the doorbell rings. Who could it be at this time of day? I thought it might have been a salesman, but I guess I can't ignore it. I slowly opened the door. Standing there was... Rinka! What are you doing here? Oh. I had almost forgotten about that. I remember that time and blush. Rinka and I must have been thinking the same thing. We both blush. Yeah. I can't send her away. Yet I can't talk to her in the doorway either. I led her into my room. It was really pouring out. You're soaked. Yeah. Rinka averted her eyes. She was dripping wet from walking in the rain. Yeah, it was nothing serious. Are you okay too, Rinka? That's good. Sorry. She folds her arms and pouts. Sorry. How can she act like nothing happened? Because I wasn't able to navigate properly. Rinka's espresso was destroyed. Is she just putting on an act? I see. I just can't understand her. If she just got angry at me, I could easily run away. But why won't she do it? What? Rinka looked me straight in the eye. What should I do? If I tell her, will she even forgive me? Since I'm leaving town, maybe I should keep my mouth shut. Okay. Tell Rinka everything because I want to know the story. Alright, I'll tell you. This could take a while. I sit down on the floor. Rinka sits next to me and takes my hand. Rinka? Rinka's voice sounded dark. Rinka lost her beloved car in that crash. There's no way she's okay right now, but she's putting it all behind her to help me. Back in my old town, there were lots of mountains, just like here. There were also lots of street racers. Shuji and I just gotten our bike licenses so we could go to school, or at least that's what we told everyone. We decided to take turns driving Shuji's family bike to school. One day, Kuraga challenged me to a battle. He wiped out and I ran into him. I flew through the air and when I woke up I was in the hospital. I just had a little cut on my head but I had no idea what happened to Kuraga. That's right, I only learned the full story when I read the newspaper in the hospital. Apparently I had left Kuraga behind, grievously wounded and ran off by myself. The doctor said I wasn't in my right state of mind due to the shock of the accident and was just acting on instinct. He said I shouldn't give it any mind. Shuji thought something wasn't right though. It took me a lot longer to regain consciousness than Kuraga, yet somehow everything ended up in the newspaper without anyone talking to me. But Kuraga's father was on the parliament, so there was no investigation into the accident that Kuraga had caused. I didn't care either way though. It's true that Kuraga caused the accident, but he was also injured. Because I wasn't in control of my capacities at the time, plus I was underage, I didn't get into any further legal trouble. But the investigation continued. Newspaper reporters forced their way into my house. I thought it was going to go crazy. And after my week's suspension from school ended, my parents suggested that I move here. I took my college entrance exams and here am I now. I had no idea Kuraga would ever come to this town, and I've never thought he would cause another accident in the same way. You can laugh at me if you want, but I just have the feeling that my life is doomed to be like this. It's hard. But there's no proof. I don't even remember anything. Rinka? Rinka holds my hand as tears fill her eyes. She then gently strokes my bandaged hands. Rinka! Rinka's face was right in front of me. Her eyes were closed. Her lips are trembling. I slowly bring my face closer to hers. And yep, interrupted. What was that? A sudden noise makes up jump. It's Rinka's phone.
Hi! Asahina desu. Hi. Hi. 一緒ですけど。もう、どうだっていいじゃないですか、そんなこと。怒ってないですよ。
Who could it be?
わかりました。
Sorry.
じゃあ、行きますね。はい。
Rika turns off her phone. Who was that?
あ、鈴風さんだけど。
I knew it!
その
Rinka blushes.
さっきはごめんね。私。
No, I should apologize to you. Come on, Rinka. It's not like you to blush like that. You're gonna make me blush too.
赤くなってなんかないよ。飽きとってば。
Pinch. Ow! Ow! Not your please! Not your! That really hurts!
さあ、出かけるよ、アキト。
Go? Where?
ガレージ。鈴風さんが迎えに来てくれるってさ。
Garage? Garage? Why are we going there?
久しぶりだな、土田。もう退院してもよかったのか？
Yeah, it was nothing life-threatening. I can't tell him I was about to leave town.
朝比奈と一緒でちょうどよかった。これからのフォーナイツの行動について話したかったんだ。
Course of action? Why are you talking to me about
な
that?
ぜだ？お前もメンバーの一人なんだぜ。
But you heard what Kuraga said about me, and I lost the battle too.
バトルには負けていないさ。クラガは炎上したカプチーノにビビって逃げてしまったからな。
逃げた？
まあ乗れよ。そこじゃ濡れるだろ。
Rinka and I get into the back seat of Suzuka's blue R44.
どうした土田？キョロキョロして。
I've never ridden in this car
なん
before.
かカプチーノに初めて乗った時よりそわそわしてない？
There's a big difference between this car and your
また
espresso.
決められたい？
No!
俺も昔カプチーノ乗ってたんだぜ。
鈴風さんも？
And I think the espresso he drove would... Yeah, he would give his espresso to us. Must have been cramped with your long legs. Rika doesn't have that problem though, because hers are so old stumpy. Ow! Ow! That hurts, I said! But still, I never would have guessed. But this R44 is almost completely normal. You haven't even changed the steering wheel. It doesn't even look like you've modified it at all.
Ah, normal だ。ドリンクホルダーくらいじゃないか。追加してあるのは。
Are you poor or something?
カンタと一緒にしない方がいいんじゃない？
鈴風chuckles.
前にカプチーノに乗っていた時はもっといじってたよ。5はアップして 720cc にしてブースト圧を上げて130馬力くらいにはしていたはずだ。
130 horsepower from a compact car? Whoa, that is pretty impressive.
あの頃はよく走行会にも出ていたから内装もクーラーも全部外して代わりにロールバーを入れていた。ハードトップもカーボンに変えて重量で500キロを切っていたんじゃないかな。
Oh my god, that is a monster. I bet that was expensive.
つくばで10秒切るくらいまでは攻め込んだよ。そして虚しくなってさ。
Meaningless?
この車で峠を走るとそりゃ最速だったさ。軽いから上りでも2リッターにも負けなかった。腕には自信があったけどそれ以前に車で勝負がつくようになってしまった。
鈴風さんのテクニックでそれだけの車があったら最初から勝負にならないんだ。
でも勝負が終わって家に帰ろうと思うと急に大変なんだ。クーラーはついてないしな。こんな雨の日は窓の隙間から雨が入ってきて窓が曇って大変だった。
Suzuka joked around with us as we spoke. I've never seen him like this. Now that I think about it, I've only ever seen him when we had battles, so I've never got a chance to talk with him about cars. Of course, that's because I don't have a car of my own, unfortunately. Is that why you switched to a normal R?
間に色々入ってるけど最終的にはそうなったな。フォーナイツを始めたのもその頃だ。普段乗ってる車でどれだけ峠を楽しめるか、速く走れるか、そういうことが気になるようになったんだ。どんなに速いチューニングをしても、どんなにハイパワーなマシンを持ってきても、最終的には F1 には誰もかなわないんだ。だったらエアコンもオーディオもつけたまま楽しんで走り屋をやりたい。そう思って仲間が増えていったのさ。
And that's how you end up getting such skilled members. The R44 quietly rolled through the rain. As we entered the outskirts, there were fewer street lights and the road conditions became worse. But thanks to the unmodified tires and suspension, we didn't feel any of the bumps. The air-conditioned interior made riding a pure pleasure. Cars really are nice. You can go wherever you want and give people rides. I wish I had my own car. I whispered to myself so quietly that nobody could hear me.
着いたぜ。
Suzuka stopped the car at a small tune-up shop. The lights were all of inside the building and there were no other lights nearby. What could be in a place like this? There was a chain fence around the shop cars, but Suzuka went in anyway.
これだよ。
Inside rested the remains of an espresso. Rinka's espresso was burned and totaled. That espresso taught me how fun cars could be. I had so many fond memories of Rinka, too. Rinka looked away. She couldn't stand to see her beloved car in this state.
明日廃車手続きをして持っていくそうだ。だから記念に取っておきたい部品があれば今のうちに外しておけばいいと思ってな。辛いだろうがまたカプチーノに乗るんなら使える部品もある。ここのオーナーは古い馴染みだから好きにしていいと言われてるんだ。どうだ朝日奈、それに辻田も。
Another espresso? I couldn't imagine such a thing. There might be lots of identical cars in the world, but Rinka's car was unique. I don't want a new car. I want to fix this one. Rinka and I looked at each other. She must have been thinking in the same thing. Hey, Tsukase, how much would it cost to get this car up and running again?
そうだな。生きている部品を数えた方が早いくらいだし、もう生産してない車だしな。ね。
A lot of work. Could I do it too?
アキトがするの？
金もかかるぞ。エンジンはブローしているからブロックから必要だ。
Money, huh? This is all I have. I showed Suzuka how much money I had in my bank account. was the money I was saving up from my job to buy my own car. It was enough to buy a cheap new car with no other options. It was the fruit of my hard labor.
そんなにつぎ込むつもりか。お前人の車に。
そうだよ。カプチーノもう一台買うのと一緒じゃない。
I don't care. It was all my fault and this car is special to me.
だからって、アキト、自分の車は？
I'll figure something out.
わかった。そこまで言うなら俺も協力しよう。うちにある部品を持ってきてやるよ。
It's pretty generous of you, leader.
鈴風さんのことをリーダーって呼んだの。
Really?
多分まだ外した内装やエンジンは一通り残っているはずだ。朝比奈と土田のために譲ってやるよ。
This means Frank and I will be able to battle again.
本当にありがとう。
Come on, knock it off. It was all my fault to begin with. Let's battle again, okay? As we were about to leave, Suzukaze interrupted
カプ
us.
チーノと別れが済んでからと思っていたんだが、もう一つの話をしよう。黒氷団の奴らとことだ。
Kurohyo. Suzukaze's face grew
こ
stern.
の間のバトル、俺は負けたとは思っている。それどころか、あいつらの犯罪を俺は許すつもりはない。
Yeah, that's right. Crime?
ブラインドコーナーにわざと車を止めてライバルのクラッシュを誘発するだけでも十分な犯罪だが、あいつらはそれだけじゃ済まさなかった。
Suzukaze turned on his DVD player. A video played on the passenger side screen. In the video, Kuraga leaped out of his car and someone was pouring oil over a nearby open space. He spread the oil precisely in the line anyone trying to avoid the car would have to take. That's attempted murder, isn't it? Why would he do something like this?
何のためにここまでやったのか、それが問題だ。
Silence filled the air for a moment. It couldn't be. No way.
多分そうだろう。あいつらは最初からお前が目的だったんだ。この町にやってきたのも俺たちに絡んできたのも偶然じゃない。お前を探し出して恨みを晴らすことが目的だったんだ。
だってそんなにアキトが恨まれる理由なんてないじゃない。昔のことがあったとしても、もう他の町に引っ越した人を追いかけてみる。そんなの変よ。
考えられることは昔の事件そのものが何か秘密を持っているということだ。
Secret?
とにかくこれは土田だけの問題じゃない。俺たちフォーナイツが四谷峠の誇りにかけて解決しなければいけない問題だ。それで連中には再選を申し込もうと思っている。
はい。
朝比奈、土田、いつがいい？
私たちがやるんですか？だって車ないし。
お前たちが良ければこの車でもいいんだけどな。
鈴風さんの GTR 乗っても。
土田はどうだ？
I'm so angry. Destroyed Rinka's car and I tried to run away. 1 week from today, I want to finish things once and for all.
分かった。俺の方でも準備しておく。
Thanks. And then 1 week later, a strange heat enveloped Utsuya Ridge at night. After hearing about Kuraga's cheating, all of the other street racers in town came to cheer on the 4 knights.
おい鈴風優、今日こそ貴様と対決できるんだろうな。
車を捨てて逃げたお前にその資格があると思ってるのか？
うまいこと言ってまた逃げるつもりだよ。ま、誰が来たって同じことだけどな。俺と対決するやつは無事じゃ済まねえのさ。
朝比奈、あれから車には慣れたのか？
はい。でも私には GTR って大きすぎるみたいで自信ないです。あれからアキとも連絡つかないし。
そうか。カプチーノとじゃ重量が違いすぎるからな。
はい。もっと軽くてヒラヒラした車じゃないと私には難しいみたいで。こんな時にアキトがいればもっとアドバイスしてくれるんでしょうけど。
土田はどうしてるんだ？
メールで先に行っててくれって言われましたけど。 免許もないのにどうやって登ってくるつもりだろう。
誰か来たぞ。
まさかアキト？
Wait, a Lotus? What? Wait, what's Lotus Elise doing here? What? Surprise!
アキト！どうしたのその車？
I bought it.
買っちゃったって。免許はどうしたの？
I got it.
あの車、確か前に車博物館で見た。
Yeah, Lotus Elise 111R.
こんな車、本当に買っちゃったの？
You said it looked cool, didn't you?
それはそうだけど。それにしても、どうやってこんな車買ったの？
The other members crowd around the Elise to take a look. I had to take out a loan. I used all my savings to repair the espresso.
それにしても、高いんでしょこれ。
Yeah, well, even after I finish college and get a job, you'll probably have to keep working part-time at a convenience store to pay it off.
バカ！そんなに無理してどうするのよ。私の車なんかのために。
I didn't just do it for you, Rinka. That espresso is special to me too. Also, I tried to find the fastest car I could get that still handled like an espresso, and this was the only one. You'll be driving it without any practice too.
そんな、私のために？
I want to battle with you and this car until the espresso is fixed. Is that okay?
ありがとう。
Rinka is blushing. I'm no good at things like this. Okay, get in. I drove all the way here and my arms still hurt.
おお、ずいぶん変わった車に乗ってきたじゃねえか。
Kroger, you bastard! You sure pulled a number of me.
また燃えないといいな。ローンがいっぱいあるんだろ。
You asshole.
なんだ？やろうってのか。
Oh, I wanna fight you. Oh, I wanna fight you, boy. Come on. Oh, I'm so gonna fight you. You won't pull the same trick on me again, and this time you're going to lose and you're going to get out of my face for good. If you don't, you have no idea what I'll do to you.
いいだろう。また新聞沙汰になりたいらしい。
Okay, you want it, boy. This is my first time in the passenger seat of the Elise, but the aura of tension was the same as ever.
さすがにカプチーノと比べると大きいし、パワーもありそうね。
The handling is natural, but because it's a midship, it'll be better to understeer in some parts. Of course, I haven't gotten a chance to try it out yet, but
でもゲームでは走ったんでしょ？
yeah, it's a little different than an FR Espresso.
アキトのアドバイスが必要ってわけね。
As I talked with Rinka, my anger towards Kuraga and my tension brief for the battle both seemed to dissipate. Racing on the mountain in my own car, that's all I can think about right now. It's going to be alright. It's the same as usual. We won't lose. This is going to be our next new start. Oh my god, is that what? Elise.
すごいパワー。
Power. Yeah, the Legacy is an all-wheel drive, so it has the advantage at the
違う
start.
の。この子が。テリーゼがすごいの。
Every time the engine goes into the red zone, Rina quickly shifts gears with the slightest touch of her fingers.
すごい。こんなに加速してもリアが鳴り出さないなんて。
It's a midship, so it has lots of traction. Even though this is her first time driving it, Rinka is able to utilize the full power of the Elise. It might not be able to beat the Legacy on the straightaways, but its light frame and midship engine give it an overwhelming advantage on the range as a whole. But compared to the Cappuccino, its horsepower and handling are totally different. One falls smooth and will lose control. This is going to be a tough battle.
すごい。ステアリングがこんなにクイックだなんて。ノーズが軽く入っていく。
But if you push it too far, it will spin out. You can't turn wildly like the Cappuccino.
アキトの車だもん。 大事に乗るよ。
Oh yeah, my car. That's not what I mean. Whoa! G-force is slamming to me. Because of its low center of gravity, the Elise doesn't lose its traction for a second when cornering. Formula cars are midship too. They say midship is the ideal side for getting the most out of a car's capabilities. But if you push it too far, the car suddenly becomes difficult to control. Once your tires lose their grip, it's extremely difficult to recover from the spin, no matter how hard you accelerate or countersteer. Rinka's never driven this car before. If that happens to us, then the battle is as good as lost. The sight of the espresso in flames flashes through my mind.
どうする？
Wait a second. Slow down, that'll be enough.
すごい。ブレーキのタッチだけでこんなに車のコントロールができるなんて。
The midship speed depends on how you control the weight. Even if you hit the gas as you come out of the curve, you won't you won't drift, so you have to take your corners carefully.
その代わり上がるのは軽いし、立ち上がりは全開でいけるわ。
うおー、やるじゃねえか。
レッドストレート。すごいスピードが出る。
We can't let him try any dirty tricks this time. Fly into the corner first and take the initiative.
ヘアピンが近づいてきたよ。どう攻める？
Use the auto sound lane, aim for the grip point.
ドリフトした。
When midships drift, they don't slide powerfully sideways like FRs do. They use inertia when all four tires exceed their limits. We heat up our tires on the outside lane as we aim for the grip point on the hairpin curve. We want to come out of this corner as fast as we can. Korga's legacy went into the curve from the inside lane too quickly. It's obvious he hasn't mastered this course. He almost overruns the hairpin curve.
くそ、なんだあの走りは。あいつらにあんな走りができるなんて。バカな。バカな。
私負けない。私のカプチーノがあんなになったのは私の油断だったんだもん。そのせいでアキト。
Don't get too worked up. Keep your cool until you cross the finish line.
ありがとう。運転に集中する。アキトのナビを信じてるから。
Where should we finish this off? I wouldn't be surprised if the legacy tried to ram us. The thought of my new car getting rammed is scary enough, but if Kuraga's beast of a car ran into us, Rinka would get hurt. Stay away from it.
エリーゼが教えてくれる。
The Elise is
ア
telling
ウ
me.
トから行った方が
Okay.
早い。
Elise.
上がれる。
Rinka?
この車本当に速い。
Rinka's incredible control allows her to fully utilize all of the Elise's strengths. Even as she hits bumps in the road, she doesn't lose control for an instant. She's almost like an F1 racer.
ダメだ。あー、追いつけねえ。なんてやつだ。
The legacy totally disappears from the mirror. That's enough, Rinka. Slow down. Slow down your bracing. Cool down.
もう終わり？
We are at the bottom of the ridge. We won.
そっか。勝ったんだ。私たち勝ったんだ。
Yep. After our overwhelming victory, we arrive at the convenience store.
やったよ、アキト。
Okay, yeah, we won. I slump into my seat in total exhaustion. Since I drove the Elise all the way here from Osaka, I was totally beat.
もうへばっちゃったの？
Yeah, I drove this car all the way here. Once the tension died down, it all hit me at once.
ああ、しょうがないな。
Rinka leaned over in the driver's seat. When I opened my eyes, Rinka was right in front of me. Rinka's lips touched mine. We embraced each other in a cramped Elise Our tongues intertwined.
私嬉しい。秋田が戻ってきてくれて
Came back?
ずっと不安だったんだ。カプチーノがなくなったら秋田はもう一緒に走ってくれないんじゃないかと思って。
I was worried too.
秋田も
Well, if you stopped battling, you wouldn't need a navigator anymore, would you? Baka. Rinka didn't say anymore. We simply held each other in silence. Suddenly, I hear an incredibly loud engine roaring. The other 4 Knights members had arrived. Don't scream in my ear!
びっくりした。
We quickly get out of the car. The other 4 Knights members arrive, led by a blue GTR.
遅くなってすまなかったな。
The other members congratulate us. And then Suzukaze handed us cans of iced coffee just like always. Suzukaze really helped me out this time. I can't tell him to his face, but I'm really thankful. Just then Suzukaze said something even more surprising.
クラガのやつはあのまま逃げようとしたんでな。捕まえて忠告しておいた。
A warning?
二度と俺たちの前に顔を出さないようにってな。さもなければ以前の原付事故の真相を公にすると言っておいた。
What really happened? What? The truth? But how did
朝
you...
比奈に事情を聞いてな。俺も自分のつてをたどって調べてみたんだ。そうしたら見つかったよ。当時の調査をした新聞記者と警察官だな。
You did that? Suzukaze tipped his can of coffee to us, then took a drink.
クラガを輸送した救急隊員も見つかった。通報したのは確かにお前だったそうだ。クラガには応急手当てもしてあったそうだから、お前はベストを尽くしたと言っていい。
But I don't remember anything.
事故のショックで記憶が抜けることはよくあることだ。お前もそう言われたから、クラガが用意した嘘の出来事を本当だと思い込んでしまったんだろう。
They told me that at the hospital too.
救急隊員の話をしたら、新聞記者も警察もでっち上げを認めざるを得なかったよ。あとはその話をクラガの親父に聞かせるかどうかだが、それは政治のスキャンダルの領域だな。
But I...
だからクラガにも言っておいたよ。俺たちの前に顔を出したら、この話をしかるべき筋に教えるってな。青くなっていたよ。
Payback. I see. Thanks. You've really helped me a lot, Suzukaze.
なんでもない。同じチームの車好き同士の話さ。気にすることはない。
秋田、そういえば秋田って免許取れたんだよね。これで秋田も一緒にハンドル握ってフォーナイツに参加できるね。
Yeah, but I can't battle or anything. I'm not good enough yet.
何言ってるのよ。別に飛ばさなくったってチームのみんなと遊ぶのは平気でしょ。
そうだな。朝比奈もチームに入ったばかりの時は縦列駐車の特訓ばかりだったな。
Huh, crash course on private parking. Nice.
それは忘れてよ。
Ooh.
そうだ、秋田も特訓しよう。車庫入れとかまだ全然苦手でしょ。
What? Parking in the garage? Give me a break, will you? I just got my license. Do I still have to practice?
当たり前じゃない。高いエリーゼを車庫入れで傷つけたらバトルで運転する私が下手みたいじゃないの。
But...
ね、自分の車なんだから練習しよう。練習。
Yeah, but as his first car is in the lease. I'm jealous. Come on, that's enough.
ダメ。早速明日大学の駐車場で。
Yikes. Lots of things have happened over the past few days. Terrible things, painful things, and happy things too. It might have been a little reckless to take out 10-year loan, but I know my bonds with Rinka and the team will help me win in the end. It was a new beginning for Rinka and I. I gently patted my car's aluminum body, glimmering in the moonlight. It was still warm from the battle. He has an Elise. To be continued. Seventh course, the First Lord of Heaven, Genbu. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Goodbye.